pile of shade cloth on the ground. This is my cold frame. At night, the shade cloth goes over it and it lays flat. Under the shade cloth, a pane of glass. Under the pane of glass is the plants. The hole isn't real big. It's just over a foot deep, somewhere in there. There's a chickpea that's been out here for, I don't know, several days at least. There's a couple of red leaf dock out here. Those plants have been in here for, well, a couple of the docks have been out here for a couple of weeks now. Those are grape cuttings, wintering. The chickpea's been here, I don't know, for a while. And the nighttime temperatures have been consistently in the low 20s, a few nights dipping into the teens. Last night, for example, it hit 15, pretty chilly, but these guys are doing fine. That tomato plant I just put out here yesterday, and last night it got down to 15 degrees, but here in the hole with the pane of glass and shade cloth on top, as you can see, the tomato plant is fine. I've checked the temperatures out here a few times. I have one of those thermometer gun things. I checked the surface temperature of the ground on the side of the hole, on the bottom of the hole, and the surface temperature of the soil in the pots. The ground temperature is consistently 45 to 46 degrees. The temperature of the soil in the pots is a few degrees cooler than that, but not by a whole lot. And I do that in the mornings when the outside air temperature has gotten above freezing by a few degrees, but before the sun is shining directly onto the shade cloth here, so it's not warming up from the sun yet inside the hole. So the temperature would be consistent with what it is through the night. What this is showing is the thermodynamics and regulation of being in a hole for the cold frame. Constructing a cold frame above ground is great. That's a wonderful thing, but having, sorry, propped it back up again, but having it in ground like this, you have the thermoregulation buffering of the entire ground surface, which insulates it and keeps it very stable inside. So if you're planning on making a cold frame for your plants, I would highly recommend digging a hole and setting it in rather than building an above ground structure. The temperatures outside being, let's give it 20 degrees, and it's still being above 40 down inside the cold frame in ground. So there you go. There's my recommendation for doing a cold frame structure. Can start plants a lot earlier and they'll be in more stable conditions. Okay, little gardening tip that I'm using out here. Alright, till next time, bye bye.